Life is beautiful beyond what a word can say. Life is so beautiful beyond what a word can say. Welcome, beloveds. I am Mysterious Miraculi. Here we are in this resonance of transcending the energetics of the holiday blues. The subject is Alchemize the Holiday Blues. We want to rise above the energy of holiday blues. And I'll share with you what it is that I mean when I speak of this. And many of us during these holiday times are accustomed to gathering in large groups of people. You know, that's been the standard of these times. You know, we have celebrations like Thanksgiving and Christmas and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and New Year's, and during these holy day experiences, because the holidays really are first and foremost holy days. And so because we are accustomed to so much celebration and jubilation and gathering together, and now that we're in this pandemic experience, the availability of this gathering is not the same. And so some of us are in a state of sadness, in a state of depression, and we have the power to, by virtue of alchemy, transcend the holiday blues. When we perform the sacred alchemy, we transform a lesser something into a greater something. Like in the alchemical process of transforming base metals into gold, the alchemical process of transforming poison into potion, transforming darkness into light. We can do this. It's a beautiful thing. Also, there's a crystal that's going to be facilitating some of what we're doing. So let me grab that. This crystal that I'm holding here is a representation of our energetic potluck crystal. So we are in this resonance of calling forth a higher vibration. I'm going to offer some tones now, and I'd like for you to think of some very exalted times that you've had in your life. It may have been a time of the graduation of yourself, or the graduation of your child, or a sacred and amazing party. It could have been a wedding ceremony. I want you to remember all of the times of amazing joy that you have experienced. And what we're going to do is we're going to place all of these higher vibrational remembrances in this potluck, this energetic potluck crystal. Just like when you go to a potluck and everybody brings their food to the potluck, and each one puts something, in there that can be partaken of, and everyone eats, at the potluck. And they partake of the things that they really resonate with and leave the things that they don't resonate with. But here, what we're wanting to do is place in this potluck crystal, this quartz crystal ball, all of the higher vibrations that we have known, to bring about the sacred alchemy, to transcend the holiday blues. We're going to pierce to the core of any sadness, any depression, because at the central core of everything is that place where only light dwells. It's like the I and the I am of the storm, like the center of the hurricane, where we find a place of pristine peace and calm. We may happen to be someone who stays in the exaltation of our being, even in the face of this pandemic, even in the face of this difficulty, this challenge that we're experiencing within the world crisis. I know I live in a tremendous amount of exaltation, even in the face of everything that we're going on, or that is going on in the world. And yet each of us are our brother and sister's keeper. So when we become evolved and accelerated in consciousness, then we have some measure of accountability to help up-level the frequency of those who may not have evolved to such a place that they can maintain that spirit of joy, that spirit of peace, that spirit of exaltation. And so we're offering our vibrations to raise the frequency of this earth. I'm going to now offer some vocal overtones, and I'm going to transmit them into the crystal while you simultaneously transmit into the crystal all of the sacred remembrances that you have. When there was graduation, when there was weddings, when there was parties, when there was great harmony among the tribe and among the circle of people that you were gathered in. Because every time is now. We can commemorate the exaltation of great experiences that we've had in the past, and we can even pre-memorate the great exalted experiences that we'll have in the future when the pandemic is no more, when there is a world of brotherhood and sisterhood, a world of ascension frequency, when the Aquarian age is fully in place. These tones represent the most exalted vibrations that we could possibly experience. Add your prayers, add your tones, add your blessings, add your exalted remembrances to the crystal. We will all join within this crystal. Thank you, Divine Creator, that we are in the cellular remembering of the greatest and most exalted vibrations that we've ever had. Experiences of great weddings, experiences of great graduations, experiences of great evolvement within our being, experiences of our transcendence beyond pain, experiences of our having been knocked down and got up stronger than we were before we went down. All of the alchemical experiences wherein we have taken something lesser and transformed it into something greater. Thank you, Divine Creator, for giving us the presence of mind and heart of how to reach into the would-be sadness and depression of the holiday blues and to transform that dark, lower frequency into light. Because we are the resonance of light. We are the resonance of joy. We are the resonance of bliss. And we call it forth. The alchemy. We transcend the darkness. And everywhere and everywhere in the course of existence that there has been genuine exalted vibrations associated with Christmas, we bring it all into the now memoration of this now moment. Exalted vibrations of Kwanzaa, past, present, and future. We bring it into the now memoration of this moment. Exalted vibrations of Hanukkah, exalted vibrations of New Year's, exalted vibrations of Thanksgiving. Everywhere and everywhere that we have been in an exalted spirit in our dance with these holy days, by virtue of the reality that every time is now, we bring that exaltation into the now memoration of this moment, and we heal the lower frequencies of the holiday blues. We are meant to rise to a greater level. It is the feeling frequency that creates the manifestation, even though in the lower human tendencies, we tend to look for the external manifestations of our life to bring about the exaltation of our feelings and elevated frequencies of feeling. But it is the feeling frequency that creates the manifestation and not the other way around. And so it doesn't matter what is going on in the world. By virtue of the reality that we are extensions of God, Goddess Absolute, we can pour forth the baptism of exalted frequencies upon the would-be holiday blues, the would-be lower frequencies, the thought form of fear. We send forth in this now moment into the crystal and then transmit it into the minds and hearts of any and every being that is in a state of fear regarding our world crisis and this so-called pandemic.